Alright, greetings everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. So this video is going to be a little bit about the January exams. The exams are coming up in January, those who are resitting, right? At first there was a post on Csec's website saying that it's going to be two papers, right? Paper 1 and paper 2 with you can reuse your SBA if you are resitting, good. But then when they had the press conference the other day, they said that nothing official yet and they will send out a release. It's now November and no release has been sent out, right? So this is my thing. Students, if you are doing your exams in January, don't wait and see. Study as much as you can, because my assumption is that they are going to be doing two papers. That's my assumption. Two papers you're going to get. You're going to get paper 1, which is the multiple choice, and you're going to get paper 2, which is the written or the extended writing period. That's just my feeling. Remember that this is not anything official from Csec. That's just my official feeling. You see me? So be prepared to write. Alright. For the multiple choice, you know that from family right up to regional integration comes on multiple choice. Consumer affairs, tourism and communication does not come on the multiple choice. Those three option sections. For the paper 2 now, you will have two sections. You have section A, which consists of 4 compulsory questions that you must do. There's no choice there. You have to complete all 4 questions, and these are structured questions, with the 4th one being an extended essay. Watch this. So from family, so for the first 3 questions in section A, which consists of 4 questions, 3 questions will come from several areas. So we don't know, as teachers, we don't know specifically where Csec is going to pull, which topic Csec is going to pull to create a question. We don't know. So that's why I always encourage students to study all the areas. Good. So you can choose either from family, groups and institutions, right? And first of all, you know that family is broad, right? You have family, the types of families, right? You have functions of families, you have parenting, you have changing roles and traditional roles, you have the family and the law, you have social issues, you have culture. So many topics come under family. So imagine that, and we don't know exactly where they are going to pull the question from. Good. Then you have groups and institutions after family. Then you have government, and you know that government is broad. Good. Then we have resources, that is going to be split between human resources and physical resources, right? So all of that content, they are going to pull 3 questions from there. Good. So you have to read, students. You have to read and you have to study. Then now we have regional integration, right, which comes in section A, which is compulsory, and this is usually an essay type question. Good. And we know that regional integration is broad, and again we don't know exactly where they are going to pull the question from. Good. Because you have the attempts at regional integration. Good. The earlier attempts that failed. Good. Then you have CARICOM, then you have the CSME, you have OECS, you have ACS. So we know that regional integration is very broad. So you have to read as much as possible. Then now for section B in paper 2, you're going to have 3 options. You have consumer affairs, communications, and then tourism to choose from. My advice to my students is always select tourism, because we don't have enough time to teach all the options. Some schools do it, but that's in the minority. The majority of schools usually get the chance only to teach one option, because trying to complete the syllabus and trying to get the SBA is done, because the SBA is a field research. So trying to get that done usually takes a lot of time, and I've never finished. The most I've gone is given 2 options. That's the most I was able to do ever as a teacher. The most is 2 options. I've never completed all 3, right? So I usually teach tourism, because I teach tourism at the CAPE level too, so it becomes easy in social studies. So I usually teach tourism and encourage the students to answer tourism, because the tourism questions is usually easy, even if you don't know much about tourism. Because it is easy, you can always just reason out the question or use common sense and answer the tourism. If you've seen any past paper, or if you've looked at several past papers, you will realize that the tourism question is usually easy, right? Yeah, you can answer the tourism question. For private candidates now, I think you are going to be asked to do 3 papers, right? Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Paper 3 is a substitute for the SBA. Just look at the 2019 paper 3 or the 2020 paper 3, right? The paper 3s before the format change in 2019, 2020, they use a different format in 2019 and the same format in 2020. So the years before, the format has been adjusted a little. So ensure that you get a recent paper 3 to practice from. Good. The format, I shouldn't say the format, but the way how they ask the questions usually remain the same. So it's like a research. So if you know like what you want to use to carry out a research, so you're going to use a questionnaire, you're going to use an interview, you're going to use observation. Just know like advantages and disadvantages of whatever tool you're going to use. The easiest one to use is always a questionnaire. So always try to use a questionnaire, which is easy. Good. And whatever, they usually give you 2 topics to choose from. So use the one, select the one to be smart, select the one that you are most knowledgeable about, right? So anyone that you are most knowledgeable about, yeah. And then after they ask you a little bit about the research, like the type of questions, good. Your research question should always surround cause, effect, and solution. I have a video about the SBA, right? I'm going to post the link below to that SBA video. So if you watch the SBA video, then you're going to ace the paper 3, because the paper 3 is a substitute for the SBA, so it is set up like the SBA. You see me? So once you cover that, yeah man, you'll be able to ace the paper 3, so don't worry. Then they're going to give you a paragraph, giving you a scenario, and you're going to interpret it. So you're going to answer some questions from it and then construct a graph. So if you are going to do paper 3, do some research about constructing a bar graph. I also have 3 videos on doing paper 3. I'm going to post the link below as well, the link to the paper 3, so that you guys can get it. Understand what I'm saying? Yes, I'm going to put the link there. So yeah, so you can watch it and know how to handle the paper 3. So those are my thoughts. Remember that this is not concrete information from Csec, you know. This is just my thoughts, because persons have been messaging me and asking me, what do I think for January? What do I think? So I'm just putting my thoughts out there, that this is what I think will happen for the January exams. Understand what I'm saying? We're still awaiting a response from Csec. Right, and I hope the students on here who are not happy with their grades actually paid for the appeal. Right, I hope you guys actually exercise your right and appeal your grade if you're not happy. If you're really not happy, because I mean, if you got a grade 2, I guess you can be okay with the grade 2, but maybe if what you want to study, you need a grade 1, you might not be so happy. I think you should appeal. You see me? If you got a grade 3 or a grade 4, I think you also should appeal. Whereas if you know you got a good SBA grade, I think you should appeal your grade. It is your right to appeal your grade. So yeah, go ahead and appeal your grade, man. Appeal your grade and see how best it work out. No, but we shouldn't never assess it now, because I think the window has been closed for appeal. But I hope those who actually appeal their grade, it was a favorable response for them. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I must say a big thank you to all those who are continuing to support this channel and also watching the ads, because that is important. So while you are supporting, you are watching the ads as well. You're not just watching the videos and skipping the ads. Come on now, watch those ads. So thank you guys for the support. I know that this has been one of my first videos in about 2 weeks. It's been a long while. It's because I'm back to regular teaching now, and I have a Csec class, I have a CAPE class, and I've been busy. I know it's SBA time now. It's a period for the SBAs, and online class has been difficult. It has been a struggle, but I'm hanging in there. It's actually harder than face-to-face class, but I'm hanging in there and trying to do the best that I can. Yeah, tell me if you like my shirt. Yeah, my shirt pretty down, right? Yeah, I like the shirt, yeah. But yeah, online class has been difficult, but I'm hanging in there. It's more work. It is harder and harder to reach students, and then some students cannot access the online platforms, so they have been missing the classes since October. So that's another story. But anyway, guys, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Wish you all the best in your studying. Remember that I have videos on the channel that covers all the areas in social studies, right down to the SBA, to the paper 3, from family right down to regional integration, right? Probably the only things I've not done are the options, and maybe I'll think about it and probably do a one video on tourism, because I like tourism, and I think I have a PowerPoint on the entire unit of tourism now that I could do a video and run through it quick and fast, yeah, and see how that will go. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.